this is my video for saying thank you so much for 21 subscribers on this channel. I believe we're growing so fast, and this is just a few art supplies I use and a tiny bit of a tutorial on how to draw an eye, since I draw a lot of eyes. These are soft pastels. You can use colouring pencils or just pencils, you don't have to use colour. Then what you're going to do is you can just open them up, and if I can open them up with one hand, gosh. You open them up, it's going to be difficult doing it with one hand. So then you can take off the foam and this little thing. And you just have the soft pastels left. I have used these soft pastels in other videos, so that's why I'm using them again. You can just grab like any colour. I'm gonna grab like this kind of like brownish colour. This one. I don't know the classification of what the colour is called, but I just know it's a cool colour. So then I'm going to, if I can hold this camera up right here. I'm just going to make this just a rough sketch. It really doesn't have to be a good shape, because eyes come in all shapes and sizes. That's my rough sketch of the shape of the eye. But the outline. Then what I usually do is I get whatever colour I want the eye to be. I'm going to make this eye green. And I'm going to draw out this kind of, so that you can put the eye colour, or I don't know the classification of what it's called, but you can put this anywhere you want, really. It doesn't have to be where I put it. And then usually I use colouring pencils for drawing eyes, but I decided I might want to do a change for this video. I can make a colouring pencils video if we can hit, I don't know, like 7 likes. That'd be pretty epic. So I've just like lightly shaded this in, not fully. Then I just smudge it out, just like in the other video, where you smudge things out to get them full block colour. So that's the start. Then I'm going to grab a dark green, like this. Since I'm right-handed, I'm going to draw my right hand. I'm just going to do a little kind of scribble around the outside of the eye, like that. It doesn't have to be a good scribble. Then you're going to smudge that with your finger. Because I'm just trying to get that nice gradient kind of feel for it. It doesn't have to look perfect, like I said before. Then I'm just going to go over it doing this with this side of it. Smudging that in. like that. So I've left a lighter spot because so we can put a reflection on the eye, and then I'm going to grab a black bit of chalk, or soft pastel, not chalk. Now I'm just gonna draw out the pupil. This part's difficult to get the right proportions for the pupil. Unless, I'm going to do this like a snake kind of eye. You can do the pupil however you want. Obviously, it depends what creature you're doing, or what eye you're doing, or everything like that. Depends on what your pupil's going to look like and things. I just like to slightly shade it like that once again. I'm going to smudge it out. I put a little bit extra on the outside when I smudged it. That is perfectly fine. I think it gives it a little bit more texture of the eye. Then I'm going to grab the red, and you can just draw some veins in the eye. You don't have to do the veins if you don't want your eye to have veins. But I usually do have veins in my eye, in the eyes that I draw. I'm also drawing out this little section at the side in this process, like that. Then I'm going to grab the other red in this kit. I'm going to fill in the other section of this. And I'm just going to switch that around. And yes, I'm not very good at using soft pastels for these kind of things because I'm not used to it. It's perfectly fine to not be used to it. Now I'm just drawing on a long reflection. Because reflections are never even. You don't have to worry about it being even whatsoever. Go crazy with your reflection. It doesn't matter what the reflection looks like because it could completely be real. Just blowing that off, which gives that bit more of a realistic feel. I'm going to grab a finger which I haven't used, which is the only one I haven't used is my pinky finger, so I'm going to try and use my pinky finger. It's going to be very difficult, but I'm going to do it anyway. Just blending that out. And now you might be thinking, well, that side looks terrible. That looks nothing like your other drawings. Which it doesn't, because I'm not used to these things. I'm trying to make it as relatable to you guys as possible. You can use pens, pencils, colouring pencils, practically anything you want. Then, once you've got it looking how you want it, it'll probably be looking a bit better than this. My favourite part of this drawing is the green part and the pupil and the reflections. I'm not a big fan of the rest of the eye. Obviously, you don't have to have the rest of the eye. Then I would go around, once I'd done it how I liked it, something like that. I'd go around about up to where your this red part is. Unless you don't have a red part, then it's fine. And I'm just gonna... I know I said this is going to be a snake, but you guys could be drawing with eyelashes. I don't know if snakes have eyelashes. I believe they do not. yours will probably not be going outside of your coloured part probably won't be going outside of the exterior of the eye. You can do these as long as you want, really. It's your creature. You can choose. That's why if I ever have a reference for a drawing tip, never show them the reference. Then even if yours is terrible, they'll never know what it's based off of, and they'll never be able to judge you about it. If yours looks decent. Simple tips with Stagcraft. This is the creepiest I have ever drawn. And then you can colour in the background with the colour you want, and it could be done. This looks terrible, so I'm just going to flip it over. I'm going to quickly wash my hands. I'll see you in a second. Now I have clean hands. I'm going to put away the chalk, or the soft pastels. I can't call them chalk, they're not chalk. Put these away quickly. And then they're all put away, nice and sealed. You might have seen these before. If you watch Mariah Elizabeth, I think that's how you pronounce her name. I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. Yes, I did have these before I saw her video. These are magic pens. And basically you get a white pen. These are the rub out ones. These rub out the pen. And this white one changes the colour of the pen. And they have different capped lids. So this is the original colour, and that's what it's going to change to. And I'm going to draw an eye with a mixture of the both of them, probably. I might just use these ones. You'll make my eye look terrible. I already embarrassed myself enough. Go. So now they're gone. These are the colours you get in this set, which I've got. I don't know if these are actually the same. This is what they are called. I think hers were Marvin's Magic Pens, I think. I don't know. But I'm going to grab these. I'm going to grab a blue, because blue is amazing. For the pupil, I'm going to grab this pink for the skin colour. I'm going to add with the white, because you need to do eating. And I'm going to grab a red. These are two things. These things which I'm mentioning in these videos, I barely ever use for doing colour on these eyes. Actually, I don't think I ever had them. But you don't actually have to start with the outline. And I'm going to show you that now. I'm going to open up my pen. I'm just going to draw a circle. Because these are rub out, you don't have to worry about it. Yes, there will be darker parts in this pupil, but that is perfectly fine and it is perfectly normal, because you don't know. You could just explain that it is magical eye, it is something different. I don't know. You can decide if you're actually following this and you've not left the video already. Now you've coloured in your circle. You can put on the cap of your lid, the cap of your pen. My English today is terrible. But then I'm going to grab the peach pen. Red, go away. Peach has been acquired. Now I'm going to put the lid on this pen. And what we're going to do is we can draw the outline. You do not need to draw an outline, okay? You really don't have to if you don't want an outline. I'm just doing it to make it easier. And as you can see, I've done a terrible outline once again. This time I'm going to do a right side eye. Wait, what side eye did I do last time? This was my other eye. It was absolutely terrible and I never want to see it ever again. So let's hope this eye turns out better. And as you can see, right here, right on that place right there. God. So I'm gonna do the highlights now on the eye. Do you see? This is what I'm doing. That should be pretty good for me. I usually don't get to do this. I know if you're over it, it will not show up anymore, so that's an issue if you don't want it to be there anymore. And I forgot that we don't have a black in this set, so I'm going to use a dark blue for usual. And I know I did not grab the dark blue before, but that's fine. I will, I'm going to do a human eye this time. This is going to be a very odd human eye. Very odd human eye indeed. Okay, there we go. Be gone. You've already been used. Actually, one sec, I need you back for later projects. Red. At this side this time. You can do it however big you think is necessary. This looks very strange, but I'm going to keep it going anyway. I usually do a layer like that, and then I draw up, and then I draw this, and then I just kind of draw a ball here. That's how I make it look the most realistic. I'm going to go over this a few times to make it darker than the next color. Probably a silly idea, but I don't know how to make it darker because we don't have a light red, I don't believe. So, and then I'm gonna fill in this red. Like that. Wait, that's uneven, that's making me annoyed. Boom. That red, right there, accomplished. Next, I'm going to go from this little part right here, which you've drawn. And I just draw little things. Remember, this is your eye. You can make it however you want. You don't have to do it how I'm doing it at all. I usually draw this little patch on the eye because a lot of eyes have this patch. Like so. Then you'll have your red bits there, the red parts in your eye, the veins. There we go, that's the word I was looking for. And also, I forgot on the other eye, you can put little like sections like that to make it look more realistic. You can do something like that, and then you'll color that in. You can make these lines darker with little bits of shading in them, and it will make it look more realistic. Okay, what color should I make eyebrows? This is already looking quite strange, and we don't have eyebrow colors or eyelash colors. This is bad. I'm gonna go with yellow. This is gonna be very strange. You know, I could just excuse that it's blonde, but this is clearly yellow. Like, I can't even make an excuse about it being blonde. Then you're gonna go from this. You're just gonna go along. If it's short eyelashes, it will stay below this line. If it's long, it will go above. And it depends where you put your line as well. Usually I do a mixture of two, like, colors. Usually I do browning, like different colors of browns with pencils. I only ever usually draw with pencils. That's why I'm trying to make it as easy for you guys as it is easy for me to do this. Because, I'm not used to these. Then you're going to stop where, as if you had another one of these red parts right here. And then you cut. I usually make them curved lines because it just makes it look realistic. And then you're going to do the exact same thing, going this way, away from the red part. Again, lid, be gone. Okay, let's go. I'm terrible at the bottom layer, so do not judge me. I'm always terrible at it. I don't know how long the eyelashes are supposed to be. Usually they're shorter, but usually I'm like long because I'm going down. So these are my eyelashes at them. Those are my eyelashes I've drawn. Oh wait, I need the lid back. Otherwise, how am I supposed to close this? Getting the correct lid side. And now, this can be done. So your eyes can be looking like this. I forgot to draw the eyebrow. Oh, one sec. I used to go like the eyebrow done and then add some texture, but I've decided that just doing strokes makes it look 10 times better as an eyebrow. And then you can make it a teeny bit pointy at the end and add a bit more texture. But I've realized that this makes it look 10 times better after drawing a few eyes. I also drew my friend's eye at school once, and it looked terrible, the eyebrow. So I'm sorry if you're watching this, because I've learned better ways now. I did take ages on that eye though, so. And just add a teeny bit of texture. Some eyebrow. Usually I do different colors, but once again, I can't. Then, obviously I could color this entire page in and make these darker, but I didn't really feel like it. So, this was my first eye. Terrible. Oh no, this is bled through. Dun, dun, dun. This is the first eye. Terrible. This is the second eye. Still pretty terrible. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye!